Hey, so for this video, I'm going to be doing something, well, very different than everything else I've done so far. So on Tumblr last week sometime, I reblogged a thing with a bunch of questions on it where you would have to record a video so they could hear your voice. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it on here. So, yeah, let me get started. There's a list, so this video might take a while. Recite a poem. Oh man, hang on. I need to look up the poem I'm gonna read. Alright, I'm gonna read Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden that there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee. With a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that, long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels not half so happy in heaven, when envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her kingdom by the sounding sea. It's my favorite poem. Read first page of one of your favorite books. I got that right here. I'm going to be reading Looking for Alaska, the first page. 136 days before. The week before I left my family in Florida and the rest of my minor life to go to boarding school in Alabama, my sister insisted on throwing me a going-away party. To say that I had low expectations would be to underestimate the matter dramatically, although I was more or less forced to invite all of my school friends, ergo the ragtag bunch of drama people and the English geeks I sat with by social necessity in the cavernous cafeteria of my public school. I knew they wouldn't come, still my mother persevered, awash in the delusion that I had kept my popularity secret from her all those years. She cooked a small mountain of artichoke dip. She festooned our living room in green and yellow streamers, the colors of my new school. She bought 24 champagne poppers and placed them around the edge of our coffee table. And when that final Friday came, when my packing was almost done, she sat with my dad and me in the living room couch at 4:56 p.m., patiently awaiting the arrival of the goodbyes to Miles' cavalry. Said cavalry consisted of exactly 2 people. Mary Lawson, a tiny blonde with rectangular glasses, and her chunky, to put it charitably, boyfriend, Will. There, first page. Number 3, read the little blurb on the back of your shampoo bottle. Oh, crap. I didn't grab that. Let's go to the bathroom real quick. Balances hair and gently washes away excess buildup from any styling products applied during the day. Well, that's not really a very good blurb, but that's kind of all that's there. It's just warning text. Yeah. Well, that was boring. Okay. Oh, crap. I exited out. Say something in a different language. Okay, I'm going to say pamplemousse, and that is French for grapefruit. Now you know. share an anecdote. Oh gosh, short story. Okay, I'll share a short. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My dad had a question for me. Okay, so I was going to share an anecdote, which is number 6. This is going to take a long time. Or all of this together, not this story. But I'll just share the first story that popped in my head when I read that. It's actually a little embarrassing, but 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, I went to my brother's wedding, and I was one of the groomsmen, whatever, and then, you know, he got married, as what happens at a wedding, usually. But, so yeah, he got married, and then we went to the party thing after the wedding that I can't think of the name of. But anyways, we were doing that. You know how, like, the new bride tosses the bouquet, and then, but then my brother tossed the garter belt, and I was thinking, hey, you know, it's my brother's wedding. I should catch this garter belt. So, you know what? Like, I'll do it. So then when he goes and throws it, I catch it. It was quite a fight with another guy. So, okay, so I caught it. But then my uncle, who's really not my uncle, but he's the DJ of it all, he's like, okay, now you have to put the said garter belt on the girl that caught the bouquet. And so, in front of about 150 people, I had to put a garter belt on this girl. At the time, I was 17, and this girl was probably 22, 23. She was extremely attractive, which made it even more awkward. But yeah, it sucked. It was in front of, like, all my family and tons of people that I've known for a long time, so that was embarrassing. I guess that'll work as an anecdote. Number 7. Do the rains in Spain stay mainly on the plains? I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. Reminds me of the song by Train. If It's Love, he kind of mentions that. I don't know exactly what it's asking me there. Summarize the last film, TV episode you watched. What was the last one I watched? I watched Shadow People 3 nights ago. It's pretty much about how when people fall asleep, they'll go into the sleep paralysis, and then these shadow people will come, and they will die randomly in the night, and afterwards it'll be completely unexplained. And yeah, shadow people. Shadowlands. Or it's shadow people, I'm pretty sure. Let us hear your ringtone and text message sound. Well, I would do that, except I'm recording this on my phone, and I can't do both at the same time. So I'm going to skip that one. Sorry. Tell a joke. Okay. I read this one on Tumblr the other day, and I loved it. What is the raddest period of Greek history? The Hellenistic period. Okay, sorry, that's it. Talk about something that really scares you. Like the other night, I was talking with my sister about, like, astral projection and all that stuff, and that stuff always really, really creeps me out. So yeah, that falls under the category of things that really scare me. Talk about something that makes you happy. A good story. Oh, better. Like really good vocabulary words. When someone uses something that... Today's not my day for words, which is a bad time to be recording this, but whatever. Yeah, when people use a really good vocabulary word, and it just, I don't know why, it's just always, like, excites me. It's like, oh yeah, that was a really, really good word. I like that word. That's awesome. But yeah, what's your least favorite word? Actually, it's these 2 words put together, and it was in a conversation I was having with my sister and one of her friends. Anal pus. It's just all around bad. Yeah. what turns you on? Well, I'm gonna go with just stuff that I like, because I don't want this to get really awkward. Except I just ended that last one with anal pus, so I don't know how much more it can get. But, when people are super outgoing and happy and I can carry on a great conversation with about, just anything. The kind of person that I can just, talk to no matter what. That really makes me happy when I can do that with someone. What turns you off? Pretty much the opposite, when I can't talk to anyone, or not when I can't really talk to someone because they're really bad at listening, or all of that. It's just, it can be really frustrating to talk to people like that, or people that, you talk to them, but you can't actually get any serious thought out of them. Their mouth just open and words come out, but there's no real actual thinking or trying to understand or trying to better themselves or anything like that. It's always just really, really frustrates me. What sound or noise do you love? Bubble wrap popping, like when you pop it and it's like, yeah, I like that sound. It's a calming sound for me. What sounds or noise do you hate? Oh, when you put silverware across a plate and it makes that really high-pitched screeching sound. Ugh. It's bad. What is your favorite curse word? I don't know if I have a favorite. I just kind of use all of them a lot. So yeah, I don't really have one. What profession, other than your own, would you like to attempt? It would be cool to see something way out there. A director for a popular TV series. Yeah. Just to be able to control all of that and make something awesome that hundreds of thousands, even millions of people will watch. That would be cool. What profession would you not like to do? There's a truck that passes through a city nearby me that I see all the time, and it carries sewage, and and they have to get out and they dump it. That's gross. That would suck. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates? Well, in the Bible it talks about at the gates of heaven you will either hear, "Turn away from me, I never knew you." Yeah, I'm summarizing a bit. Or, "Come in, my good and faithful servant." So, I would go with that latter one. If you're brave enough, singing us a little song. Well, that's grammatically incorrect. If you're brave enough, sing us a little song. I don't know what to sing. I'm awful at singing. So don't be too appalled. Okay, I decided my song. I'm just gonna sing just a little bit of it, because I will not hurt your ears for long enough to sing a whole song. But I'll sing Remembering Sunday by All Time Low. He woke up from dreaming and put on his shoes, started making his way past 2 in the morning. He hasn't been sober for days. Leaning now into the breeze, remembering Sunday, he falls to his knees. They had breakfast together, but 2 eggs don't last like the feeling of what he needs. Now this place seems familiar to him. He pulled on his grin. She pulled on his hand with a devilish grin. She let him upstairs, left him dying to get in. Forgive me, I'm trying to find my calling, I'm calling at 9. I don't mean to be a bother, but have you seen this girl? Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, that was bad. Okay, that's the end of these questions. I'm sorry, this video is really long. It was probably a bit boring. But, yeah, I answered all the questions for you Tumblr people that asked. And to you, Lily, I will be seeing a video from you. Today's Thursday, which would be the 20th. Okay, bye.